I want to make a paradise.
She redid all of it, every last detail. And she breathed life back into every room.
It's a privilege to be here in front
you.
of an artist of your caliber.
Thank you.
And be able to say, to acknowledge what a masterpiece you have given us. So
Thank you.
Thank you. No, I appreciate it.
Right.
Many mythologies and religious traditions, when we talk about the creator, we always refer to him as a father, as an all-powerful father. And when we talk about Mother Nature, although that is the true power that we see every day, it's always an abstract concept. So giving her a voice, turning her into a character, was that the seed that sparkled this idea?
Very much. It was. No one had really thought about trying to do that, to give her a voice, to give not your mother, my mother, but our mother, the mother that creates all this life, a voice. And I kind of started it there, and I thought about paradise, and I realized the other character in paradise besides creation was the creator. And that kind of started the conversation of, maybe the way of telling how people act on our home, on our planet, can be sort of structured by using the Old and New Testament.
Her was the idea, even before you thought about biblical references.
Oh yeah, it started with her. It started with trying to figure out how to show how people treat our home.
Yeah.
That was the big idea that kind of started. How do I do that? How do I kind of take this frustration I'm having with how people are acting and how much we are taking and how little we're giving back? That I was trying to figure out a way to tell that big story in something very small.
Yeah, that is a genius part of it, because we cannot relate to these home invasion theme, right?
Right.
So we see if we have some obnoxious guests in our home, it's easy to tell, well, what are you doing? Get out of there. Get the hell out.
Exactly.
But then we are the guests.
Yeah, I mean, that's why people are very upset with the movie.
Because
but we all, I mean, in many ways, it's a reflection and a cautionary tale. It's kind of saying, hey, this is what we're doing, and we need to decide what we want our future to be.
He has pictures of you in his luggage.
What were you doing in their luggage?
There's a very powerful passage when one of the fans says to the poet, "Oh, I read your words and I feel they were meant for me."
Yeah.
And he says, "Well, they were."
Yeah.
And I see the danger of this is because instead of learning with the words of the poet, people are just justifying themselves.
It's interesting, that scene, that dialogue is actually an homage to this documentary footage that you can probably see on YouTube of this fan who broke into John Lennon's property. And it's worth checking out. You can find it. He's looks like he's on acid or something, but he kind of says those same words to John Lennon, thinking John Lennon was this messiah type of character. So yeah, I mean that's what we do. We definitely use the words given to us and decide how we're going to apply them to ourselves.
Because if I have a prejudice and the words reflect what I feel,
exactly,
then I have
God-given. Yeah, exactly. And that's that's very tricky and dangerous stuff.
Do you have hope for this house that we live in?
I do. I'm an optimist, and I don't feel like the final chapter of our story with Mother Nature has been written.
Right.
I think we're starting to see the wrath of Mother Nature, which is very similar to the scene with Jennifer when she finally lashes out in the movie. For me, when I directed her in that scene, not to have any spoilers, I said, "You are a hurricane, you are a tornado, you are literally an earthquake." And I think we're starting to feel that and see that, and it's a time when we have to wake up and change.
Will you ever talk about the yellow powder medicine?
Was that you who asked that question?
No, but I am the one of the many that has...
What do you think it is?
Well, I talk about this movie for 5 days straight, and that was the one thing that we couldn't tackle, man.
Well, it leans into Victorian literature. That's the only hint I give you.
You give and you give and you give. It's just never enough.